What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Nerdy Mark channel. I'm Sid the Nerdy Mark. Welcome back to Mental Health Mondays. Now, yes, there was no Mental Health Monday last week, or literally any other video except for my Venom sequel reaction. Not gonna lie, last week I felt really overwhelmed. Last week was just because in this job that I'm doing, they kind of are having me take a lot more responsibilities, and literally there is a whole meeting in the mornings that I have to do on Mondays that I have to lead myself. And I guess that's what I want to talk about, is basically being thrown into positions just out of the blue. Basically people dropping bombshells on you, and how do you react to such things? Not gonna lie, when they first told me that, hey, so when we first came in last week on a Monday morning, because I'm still technically working with someone who I'm kind of reporting to them, right? So I thought that person was going to lead this meeting, but no, it was going to be me. Like, when I came in, our vice president of sales, they were like, so Sid, you need to lead the meeting. And I was like, me? I was a little bit taken aback, and I was a little nervous. And yeah, the first meeting didn't go, as smooth. The first meeting, since I was the one leading it, I honestly, but I wasn't in any shape to lead it. I was not in, I didn't have my laptop. Well, my laptop was there, but I didn't have anything to present. I didn't have my notebook out. I didn't have anything, and it was crazy. But as the meeting went on, I kind of was able to talk a little bit more and, be a little bit more confident. And, as the week went by last week, I had our boss, kind of make their rounds and coming up and asking, hey, how's this department doing? And I was able to have a good handful of answers to let them know, so that they understand that, I am still working and I'm not just, doing whatever, right? So I think at the end of the day, as long as you know that you're doing something, you can always talk about it to other people. Whether it's work, whether it's here on YouTube, whether it's school, as long as you know your stuff, as long as you have put everything you have been doing into practice, you will have no, difficulty. You'll have little to no difficulty in discussing it should someone ask you. For example, I do exercise. I know I don't look like it as much right now, but I do exercise and everything. But so if you ask me questions about what I've learned through my fitness journey, which, by the way, I'm still going through. Look at, I still got, let's face it, I got love handles here. I'm not gonna take my shirt off. You're just gonna have to believe me, but that there are love handles over here, right here. I'm grabbing them right now. But I have been going through my fitness journey, and I still think I can talk a little bit about it should the time come. But see, that's the thing, because I've been putting it into practice. We can go online and we can research all we want. We can go online and we can talk about we can go online, we can read as many articles as we want, and then we'll come back and say, oh, I read this, so this is what I read this, and so and so said this. But when you talk about it from your heart, when you talk about it because it's something that you experienced, because it's real to you, that is when anything that you say has that much more weight to it. The only, I really the reason why I started these Mental Health Monday videos is because I wanted to help somebody with this. And I'm just talking about my own personal experiences and how they have helped me and what I've been able to do, to make things better for myself. At least, and I'm still, like I said, I keep saying this, I'm still in the process. I'm not, I'm not completely, everything is perfect and my life is a bowl of cherries. I mean, if that was the case, I'd be making videos every day. I'd be putting out 3-4 videos a week, easy. But sometimes it's not that easy for me because, I'm not a machine. I'm a human being. Anyway, but I guess what I'm getting at is when you are authentic and you come from a place of genuinity, is that a word, genuinity? When you come from a place that is genuine, people will relate to you more because they know that you're not just making something up. You're not just pulling this out of thin air, right? And sorry, I didn't know something. I think I got a notification. Sorry about that. But no, people are gonna know that you're not pulling this out of thin air and that you actually experienced this. And I feel like experience is just such a great teacher. And as long as we continue to have these experiences, we will continue to learn. And that's the whole idea. I don't think that anyone ever stops learning, if I can say that. Like, I don't think anyone will ever, stop learning. There's never going to be a time where, learning, the whole learning thing is going to come to an end. That's probably going to be when you're 6 feet under. Okay? Like, I'm sorry, but that's the whole idea. But anyway, but back to what I was saying, authenticity. I guess that's kind of what I'm talking about. That's, I guess, the topic. And what this has to do with mental health, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I've put up a front many times. I've done it so much. And the thing is, when you're putting up a front, you have to, basically you're living a double life. You're totally different person in front of others. But then when you come home, you're somebody else. It's like you're putting on a disguise every day as you go out. And then you come back and you take off your disguise. But you don't want to show people who you really are. You're going to try to show people what, you're trying to show people what you think they want to see, right? It's funny, there's this movie, it's like an Indian movie, where, there's this guy, he has a very ugly face, and then he finds like a mask, which he accidentally, which he puts on, and he kind of burns it onto his face accidentally, and he becomes handsome. And society starts to accept him, but one day when he decides to remove the mask, everyone starts to hate him, so he just puts it back on and says, I will live like this forever. It's kind of a sad story if you think about it, because people, it's just sad that people put a lot more importance on looks than what the kind of person is on the inside. Unfortunately, it's just the way it is. But the whole idea is living a double life, which I have done before. Obviously when I was in school, whatever, living a double life, it's really not conducive to anything. It's going to amount to nothing. And frankly, it does take a toll on your mental health, because you're like, oh my God, I have to juggle between both of these different personalities, these two different people, essentially. And you're wondering how the hell you're going to do it, right? And that just starts to, again, that starts to make you more and more stressed. You're never going to have peace of mind when there is no authenticity about you. Because like I said, you look at all these celebrities out there, they all have to put up a front. They have all them, they've got money, They've got, all the everything. They got big house, big mansions. They have all these sports cars. They live in Beverly Hills, California, or wherever, but they're not happy because they don't have peace of mind. Because they always have to be someone else, and not just when they're filming a movie or a TV show or even a music video. Even in public life, even in front of the public, they have to be somebody else. And frankly, it eats away at their sanity every single day. So they never go to bed with peace of mind. But if we can just start to get away from that, maybe you're trying to put up a front for somebody or something or whatever. Just when you kind of drop it and you just are yourself, it's like the weight of the world is lifted from your shoulders. But going back to what I was saying, honestly, it's just like when they first said that, "Hey, Sid, you're leading this meeting," I'm gonna be honest. I said, "Listen, this is like my first time ever doing a meeting like this. So if I completely royally screw up, that's why." I mean, and then they all got a good laugh out of it, and the meeting didn't go too bad. I think it went pretty well for my first time, and then today we had that meeting again. I went in with a lot more confidence. But see, that's the thing. It was authentic because I had actually learned from that first experience, and I knew what to do, and I had done the work behind it to be able to talk, properly about whatever they wanted me to talk about. And I feel like, if we obviously are putting everything that we want to do into practice, and we are able to, and if someone is able to asks us to share, we'll be able to do a better job than if we just, read a nice quote in an article or something, and we go out and we just say it because it sounds cool. I want to be honest. I talked about a bevy of different things in this Mental Health Monday, but I'm going to leave it here. If you got anything out of it, then I did my job. Thank you for watching or listening or whatever, right? And I'll see you guys later this week. I'm going to see if I can do the Nerdy Mark News Show this week. Perhaps an anime review this week or next week. We'll see. But with that being said, this is Sid the Nerdy Mark, wishing you all a good mental health. Take care.